Okay folks, so I'm heading home because I know I keep saying it, I've said it in every single flipping vlog, man. So we're walking past Horse Guards Parade. It's also made me think of a little story, actually, a little thing that happened to me once, not long after I got out of hospital, I think, if I remember rightly. And it started right up there, actually, in Trafalgar Square. I don't know if I related this story, actually. It just popped into my head literally now. Anyway, it started up there near where Waterstone's bookshop is. And as I was walking along, I'd been drinking. It was when I was still drinking back in them days. And I'm going back about, well, I don't know, 2007 maybe? Around about 2007 maybe, yeah. So about 8 years ago. And like I said, I was walking along and there was a police officer, one of those armed ones. I mean, there's loads of them around here during the day anyway, because you got Horse Guards Parade, like I said, you got Downing Street just behind me coming up and what have you. Anyway, so there's just tons of police that have got like automatic weapons. Do you know what I mean? They're not like your usual British Bobby like they used to be years and years ago. Anyway, no, we still got them, but not as anyway, so like I said, I was walking along and I was drunk. I was just, when you drunk, well, when I get drunk anyway, let's put it that way, rather than involve everybody else. But when I get drunk, I tend to get very belligerent, and I tend to get very opinionated, and do you know what I mean? And it's the usual loss of inhibitions and all that. Anyway, as this cop was walking past, right, and he's got his gun, he's just minding his own business, he's not doing anything, just minding his own business, just doing whatever he's doing. He's walking past, and like I say, sometimes I get opinionated and stuff, and I'm looking at him and I'm thinking to myself, flipping heck, this is supposed to be England, and it's not flipping Beirut, like. And I think I even said that to him at some point, because I started getting like I say, mouthy towards him, and I'm started going like, yeah, if I had that gun, rah, 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 and all sorts of mad nonsense that I was shouting at him. Anyway, he just, fair play to the man. At the end of the day, he didn't respond. He just completely blanked me and he ignored me. You know what I mean? He was probably aware of the fact that I was drunk, because I wasn't even, I was staggering about. Anyway, so I carried on walking, yeah. And as I said, this area is such, I guess, protected area in that sense, because like I say, you go Downing Street just down there. You've got like, Horse Guards Parade, Buckingham Palace a bit just around the corner and all that. Do you know what I mean? So, there may be other sensitive things that I ain't even aware of, but whatever. So, like, as I said, it's just tons of police all over the place and what have you, blah, blah, blah. So, like I said, I carried on walking down the road, and obviously somebody, either him or somebody else, I don't know, maybe he got on his radio, I don't know. But somebody's alerted the rest of them. I might have even been on camera or something, I can't honestly remember. So, well, I'll say remember, I'm not even sure, maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. So, anyway, like I said, this couple, either he's got on the radio or something or whatever. So, like, then I had these two, we've got these community police, like, they're just civilians. They wear a uniform and stuff, but they're like support officers or whatever sort of thing. Community, they usually live in the local area or something, or they've got connections to the local area, and they sort of support the local police sort of thing. Now, they don't actually have powers of arrest that the local like normal police sort of thing, but they can sort of like stop you, chat to you, I don't know the full extent of their powers, whatever. But anyway, I know that they don't have the power of arrest, yeah. They can try and detain you, but they can't physically hold you, they can't physically restrain you or anything like that. Anyway, so these two community officers started walking at the side of me, and the old fella, there was a like oldish guy about in his 50s or something, maybe a bit older, I'm not sure, and then there was a lady with him as well, short lady, and they were trying to get me to stop and say, oh, can we have a word with you, blah 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 blah. Well, of course, I was drunk and I was having none of it, do you know what I mean? So I'm not listening to them, or trying my best not to. And anyway, so the lady dropped off, she seemed to stop, she wasn't following anymore, but the other guy carried on following me. So Anyway, so we're walking along side by side, and he's trying to get me to stop, and obviously I'm not having none of it, because by now I'm thinking to myself, oh, you idiot, Paul, what have you done now, blah, blah, blah. So I'll just keep your head down, just keep walking, don't say anything else, just keep walking, shut up. So I'm walking along, and he's trying to get, like I say, he's trying to get me to stop, and like I say, I'm having none of it. So at one point, I turned round to him, and again, I don't know why I said this, but I just turned round to him at one point, and I says, are you scared? Not that I was threatening him or anything like that, do you know what I mean? It was just like, I don't know why I said it. So I said, are you scared? And of course I was expecting the usual male bravado, kind of like, you know, because he's got a uniform on. I guess maybe that's why I did it. I was testing him, I was seeing, I don't know, maybe I just wanted to see if what the response would be or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, so like, he surprised me, to be quite honest, because he says, well, yeah, actually I am. And I was like, oh shit, oh fuck, you know, because like, as soon as I didn't mean, you know, I wasn't trying to be intimidating to him or anything. I really wasn't. I just wanted to go. I was like, I realised, you know what I mean? I was kind of, oh, for crying out loud, Paul, you know, what are you doing, like, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, oh, shut up, just keep your mouth shut and just keep walking and shut up, you know what I mean? But of course, this guy was keeping pace with me, and I'm like, oh no, you know what I mean? And so anyway, like I said, when I said that to him, and then he turned around and said like, well, actually, yeah, I am. I was like, oh my God, oh shit, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I don't want you to be scared, I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? And because of that, I didn't know what to say. And I just went, oh, well, you don't know what scares me. And I just carried on walking. So anyway, eventually he's dropped off, and now I'm walking down the road, and I've got to about, roughly, just, I'll give it a minute whilst that bus, right, so just where that bus is going now, so I got on the other side of the road, I was roughly round about there somewhere, when eventually these other police officers catch up with me, because like I said, obviously it's gone on the radio or whatever, this, that and the other, blah blah blah, and so what happened then was that there was a big van load of police, like riot van type thing, you know what I mean? They were starting to pull up, but this other copper had stopped me. It was just a local Bobby, you know, Bobby on the beat sort of thing, and he stopped me, and then he realised, oh, you know what, this guy's drunk, don't. So it's like, he waved the other guys off, like, so we won't need you guys, you know what I mean, blah blah blah. So anyway, he had a chat to me, and he says, look, I realise you've had a drink. He says, look, there's more of us than there is of you. You know, your best thing is just get yourself home, get your head down and sleep it off. Do you know what I mean? So he was fair play to the man, do you know what I mean? It was like, he was alright. And then like he wrote out this like little ticket. They write out a little sort of like ticket thing, so that, you know, it's like what action was taken, sort of thing. And you know, it was cool, you know, fair enough, you know what I mean? Didn't arrest me or anything, do you know what I mean? Realised I was just drunk, and I was just, you know, shooting my mouth off sort of thing, do you know what I mean? So anyway, but I just, like I say, I was just walking down the road, and I'm thinking like, oh, that just reminds me, and I can't remember if I've told you guys that story or not, but that was just another highlight in the life of Paul Ashton, do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, flipping heck, I don't know, maybe those days were even more interesting when I was drinking, or maybe not. Nothing would induce me to go back to that, believe me. So right, okay, I guess that's it. Just say good night to the officers. Good night, officers. Cheers. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so yeah, let's head home and get a good night's sleep. So I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.